and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John.
Look out! The ring's closing.
A super fight against undefeated Daniel Cormier was set.
That these people cheer for me and they don't even like me. They just hate John
The
Jones.
bad blood between the two fighters burst over in a pre-fight presser.
Any chance, though, 1 week from today, that you guys end up earning each other's respect in the octagon and can squash this between you? John, I asked you that first.
DC.
Daniel?
I have no desire to be friends with him.
Costing Jones $50,000 in fines for the brawl.
I dislike him because he hates me. You know, we fought 2 years ago.
Sure.
I beat him fair and square. You know, no matter what he tries to claim to win on.
That bullseye right now because he just got stomped.
The first time we were both undefeated, and I was just, I didn't know if he had that it factor. When you have an undefeated athlete, you don't know what, you know, if there's that chosen one. You know, and I thought maybe he could be the guy. I've always felt like I was the guy.
Kick to the body.
But despite the emotions of the fight, Jones handled his business.
And now that I've beaten him and I've proven that he isn't the chosen one.
Good straight left by John. Look the way he utilizes that reach that you talked about. Kick by
I feel like there's really nothing special about him.
Like, John Jones is playing for keeps. He's trying to damage these people. He's taking pig slips. He's stealing the cars.
Defeating DC on a unanimous decision.
His ultimate grudge match goes the distance. Perhaps maybe all the bad blood has not boiled over.
After the fight, Jones tested positive for cocaine metabolites.
Then light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones was preparing for another title defense when he crashed into a car in southeast Albuquerque.
Yeah, there was a car accident right here on Whitebow and Southern Boulevard. The guy just hopped off into a yard. The guy that's getting out of the SUV.
A few months later, he was involved in a hit and run.
Former UFC light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones avoids jail time. The Albuquerque fighter cut a deal with prosecutors today for a hit-and-run crash.
It was humiliating and somewhat of a bottom for me, and I'm ready to snap into high gear.
He was stripped of his title.
The judge is allowing Jones to travel out of state for work and promotional appearances, but the UFC has not decided when he will be allowed to fight again.
A true case of no one being able to defeat him other than himself. After being stripped of his lightweight title and suspended for a year, John Jones returned.
John Jones. Ovens, St. Preux. Fight scheduled for 5.
When you're the most gifted athlete ever to fight, spectacular spinning elbows, face kicks, and leaping knees are routine.
He's going to get taken down.
Ulta Beauty Collection. Click the link now to virtually try on.
Beautiful move. Here we go. Looks like they don't want to get on their backside, folks.
Hi, Aaron. Can you pick up 10 $500 gift cards for the office bonuses and email back the PIN numbers?
This contestant just proved they're a force to be reckoned with. Wow! Oh, that's the one. You don't want to be on the receiving
He's getting battered. That was one of the heaviest takedowns we've ever felt. I felt that through the bottom of the soles of my feet.
Amazing form. Oh, but can they follow through? Oh.
For the winner by unanimous decision, John Bones Jones.
The fight secured him the interim title and lined up a rematch with DC. Unfortunately, he tested positive again.
John Jones has been suspended for 1 year after testing positive for a banned substance.
I want to first start by apologizing to all the fans who came out to support me for UFC 200.
Albuquerque police lapel video shows an officer pulled Jones over last week, slapping him with 5 citations, including for drag racing and exhibition driving.
Driver's license, registration, insurance, please turn your car off.
UFC fighter John Bones Jones is expected in court tomorrow, the first time he'll make an appearance since APD stopped him for drag racing.
You are held to a higher standard. And Mr. Jones has started to fail that probation. It has been a challenge for him. He's been given, this is his third chance.
It seems like a storm of stuff is coming his way. His career could be in grave jeopardy.
Jones has been on probation for about 6 months.
He would serve another year-long suspension. During his absence, John had to watch DC, his chief rival, claim the belt.
Right, now he attacks like some of your downfalls, right?
Yes.
Yes, and
Public downfall.
and yeah, they are public, but he seems to feast on them.
Is this guy gonna mess this up again by doing steroids or snorting cocaine or sandblasting prostitutes? I messed up outside the octagon. I got that taken away from me. But the guy's never beaten me. In order to be the champion, you have to beat the champion.
What he hates the most is the fact that he'll never be remembered because of the fact that I'm alive.
If John Jones didn't exist, Daniel Cormier would be the light heavyweight champion and he would be undefeated.
The wait is over. John Jones is back for the first time since April of 2016.
After a year off, Jones entered the cage with his sights set on ending the rivalry once and for all.
I believe I'm going to finish him by submission or TKO.
Leaving no doubt who was the best of the best. He was back on top of the world. But again, Jones' test samples came back positive for a banned substance. Jones was stripped of his title and suspended.
I wonder how much money he's left on the table with all these problems, especially with the attention that Connor's brought to the sport.
Be accused of steroids. You go from 0 to 0 immediately in some people's eyes.
Do you think that Jones should be banned now after his second failed test for a banned substance?
This time, he missed 16 months.
And even though USADA has proven that there's a reason for those picograms, and picograms give you 0 athletic performance.
You never looked like a guy who's on steroids.
I believe him. It was accidental.
I will consult the bones. The bones tell me nothing.
He'd missed 16 months before returning for a match with the Swedish brawler.
Haven't I already been to the top of the mountain and faced the dragon?
Here's the thing, that dragon in rematches gets way better.
Yeah.
And he dudes up in rematches.
One man, will soon be the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. This is a belt that Jon Jones defended a record 8 times.
All right, gentlemen, first round. You better fight.
Jon Jones is back for the first time in 16 months.
Jones shook off any rust and devastated the Swede.
Just watch Gustafsson. You get the feeling that every time he goes to start something, Jon Jones intercepts it.
Alex just got to get in that boxing range. The big difference in this fight has really been the leg kicks.
I would imagine this is how Jones would spar with someone that he feels like he can beat comfortably.
He took him to the ground and beat him mercilessly.
He's on a run right now. That's what I think. I think they took it away from him for all those months when he tested positive. Money that he should have made, all the legacy that he could have laid.
Like I said in the pre-fight interview, there's only been one champion since 2011. I'm glad to be back on my throne.
Jones had taken back his title after a 16-month layoff.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
Johnny Bones wasted no time in reasserting his dominance over the division.
Oh, one big.
Spinning back kick to the body by Jon Jones. Very nice. Oh, nice spinning back kick again to the body.
Oh, that hurt him. Yeah, that got Smith's attention, seed in his eyes.
On a mission to remind the world who the best fighter on the planet truly is.
From the soon-to-be and still UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones.
Jon Jones remains light heavyweight champion after easily defeating Anthony.
YouTube Shorts presents The Fun Side 2022. Watch now.
Bro, I swear to God if I was
Santos opened with a series of devastating leg kicks.
Another tap kick, chopping at that leg. Those are devastating. Early in the first round, where he kicked his leg out, I was like, all right, this fight's going to be interesting.
The attacks kept Jones off balance for the first round. But in the second round, Jones timed the incoming strike and pulled his leg back.
Oh, Thiago.
The awkward miss caused